Hi everyone, it's October, which means fall has arrived and summer is officially over. Last week, the weather was still really warm and it felt like summer and I could wear short sleeves and it was awesome. And this week we had a typhoon, it rained, it was cloudy, it's cloudy today, and it's been chilly. And I'm really sad because I'm going to miss the warm weather. I love summer and hot weather and shorts, and October and fall coming means it's time to start wearing longer pants with leggings underneath them and heavier sweaters and more undershirts and heat pads. I'm sad because there's no insulation in my apartment, and in the winter it gets really cold. So I'm not looking forward to that. But right now the weather is actually pretty nice. It's sunny. Yesterday it was sunny and breezy, but not cold enough that I needed a sweater. It wasn't super hot. I'm hoping we have more days like that. Today it's cloudy. It looks like it's probably going to rain again. Yay, typhoons. It's supposed to be cloudy all next week. I hope that we at least have some really nice fall days. But right now it's not looking like those are going to happen a whole lot. It looks like it's just going to be cloudy and then get really cold. But anyways, this past weekend was the Mid-Autumn Festival. The big Mid-Autumn moon, which is the biggest, fullest, most orange, beautiful moon that you see in the fall, was this past weekend. And when that happens, they have a festival. There was a 3-day festival in my town by the station. There were lots of mikoshi, which are portable shrines that people carry on their shoulders. There was a big parade, and Sunday night was the night people were supposed to watch the moon. But unfortunately, it rained on Sunday, so people couldn't see the moon. It was cloudy and you couldn't see it, and it rained, which was sad. But Monday, I did get to make traditional Japanese food. In a Japanese cooking class, we made tsukimi dango. And tsuki means moon, mi means sea, so moon, seeing, dango. Dango are a rice dumpling that are eaten pretty much throughout the whole year in Japan, but they're called different things at different times. And this time of the year they're called tsukimi dango because they look like, and they're made because they look like the moon. So I have the flyer for the class right here. I'll hold it up to the camera. And this is a picture of what it's supposed to look like. And this is the recipe card. It's all in Japanese. And there are some nice convenient pictures. The camera's turning me blue because there's so much orange on the screen now because the recipe cards are orange. There we go. So it was a really fun class, actually. I'd never made dango before. I'd eaten them at festivals, but I'd never made them. I was really excited. So dango is a rice dumpling, and it's made with rice flour. So you mix the flour up with water until you make a paste that's about the consistency of an earlobe. It should feel like an earlobe. So you mix it until it gets the consistency of an earlobe. You pound it with your hand, and it's a big ball of paste. Then you take the ball of paste and you take pieces out and you kind of roll them and you make circles. And you make a little circle and then you push the middle in so that it looks like a white blood cell. One other person took the class with me and we decided they look like white blood cells. So that's what the dango look like when you roll them up into circles and you push them down. Once you've made them all into you've got your little dango blood cells, then you boil them. You drop them in boiling water and they sink to the bottom, and then when they rise up to the top and they've been at the top for a couple of minutes, you take them out, put them in cold water to stop the cooking. And then you take them out of the cold water and you put the toppings on them. And we made 4 kinds. The first was a soy sauce kind of syrup. It was soy sauce and some brown sugar, which was really good. There was a red bean paste one. There was a green soybean paste one, like sugar and soybeans, which was actually really tasty. and then kinako. Kinako is toasted soybean flour. That's really sweet, and it tasted really good, and I got some to take home, and they were really good. I wouldn't eat a whole lot of dango at once because the texture is very chewy and interesting, and having just a whole lot of that sitting in your stomach can kind of make you feel strange, so I would eat it with other stuff. But it was really interesting. The texture is very interesting. We don't eat a lot of foods that texture in the States, so it was really interesting to see the way that they make it and then to eat it. So I really enjoyed it, and that was really fun. I finished a book this week. For my birthday, my boyfriend gave me John Green's Looking for Alaska, and I was really excited to read this. I watch the Vlogbrothers, which is John and his brother Green. I watch the Vlogbrothers videos pretty regularly and I enjoy them, but I had never gotten around to reading one of his books. So I finally got a chance to read one, and I really, really enjoyed it. I read it during some downtime at work. Reading it at work was both a good idea and a bad idea. Good because I really enjoyed it and it was a really good book. Bad because it's also sad in places, and I cried in the middle of the teacher's room, which was awkward. It's really good, and I highly recommend it to anyone like 16 and up. I wouldn't read it if I were younger than 16. So yeah, really good book. The next thing I did this week was get my absentee ballot from the website of the county registrar. They do absentee ballots electronically. You download them, you print them out, and then you fill it out and mail it. I got my absentee ballot this week. I filled it out and I mailed it. I'm a voter! Yay! The last thing I'm going to be talking about is how excited I am that it's a 3-day weekend this weekend. I get to sleep in on Monday. I don't have to go to work because it's a holiday. Monday, October 8th, is Health and Sports Day here in Japan. It is a national holiday celebrating health and wellness, and I wasn't entirely sure how this came about, so I looked it up. And Health and Sports Day, or Taiku no Hi, is the second Monday in October every single year, and it started in 1966. It is an observance of remembering the opening ceremonies of the 1964 Olympics, which were held in Tokyo, the 1964 Summer Olympics, which were held in Tokyo. They were unusually late in the year. Like, the Olympics happened in August of this year, but they happened in October in 1964 because they were held in Tokyo, and they were held late to avoid the Japanese rainy season. So that's why they were so late that year, and that's why Sports Day is in October. A lot of schools use this day to have their undokais, where they are school sports days, where they have relays and track and field meets and like tug of wars and things like that. I know a lot of elementary schools are doing their undokais on Monday, so some people have school off on other days because they have festivals on Monday. A lot of schools have like sports festivals. So that's really exciting, and it's to promote physical and mental health. Maybe on Monday I will do something to promote my physical and mental health, namely sleeping, because that's very good for your physical and mental health, and I love sleeping, so doing my part to observe Health and Sports Day. That is it for what's been going on with me this week. I'll try and post more life vlogs as more stuff happens. I can't promise that these are going to be weekly because sometimes nothing really interesting happens in a week, but I will try to post them semi-regularly when something interesting happens. So thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.